Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we are trying to answer the question, is it worth to pre-order Warhammer 40k Darktide to get into the pre-order beta? To make this very clear, I will focus on the pre-order aspects and what you are getting and, well, what you are not getting, and I will not focus too much on the gameplay and all that. This will come when the game is officially out and I will do my review about the game. But right now I want to focus on what is happening in the pre-order beta and is it worth your money? Because this brings us already to the first point. If you are hoping to jump into Darktide with Xbox Game Pass on release, you are not getting into the pre-order beta, unfortunately. So you have to pay money. Well, you have to pay more money and buy actually the game to get into the pre-order beta, right? So Game Pass is not helping you and you have to wait till November 30th. But is it worth it? What are the issues? How is the performance? How are the disconnects? How are the bugs, the glitches, right? This is probably what a lot of people want to know. So let's talk about the performance first. For me, the performance has increased significantly. I'm playing on the highest settings, 2K resolution, high ray tracing with medium RTX, and I've basically cranked up everything there is, and it runs steady on 60 FPS. I can't really complain. Now you're probably asking, okay, what type of PC do you have? I'm running an AMD Ryzen 2700. I know that is aging a little bit, but it's not important for this game. I have 32 GB of RAM and I have a GeForce RTX 3080 12 GB version, and the game is running on my NVMe 2. So not a bad system, and it just runs great. Right, you can see it here on the background. It looks beautiful and it runs at 60 FPS. With that said, there are some level parts, which is kind of funny because I will have those issues here in this particular level where the FPS unfortunately did go back to shit, where it was very close to what you would experience in the beta, like a lot of stuttering, a lot of mini freezers. The FPS would go down to like 30 FPS or lesser sometimes in some areas, and I have no clue why. This is the only level where I had this happen to me. And I don't know if this happened because I was playing the game already for a long time and there was like maybe a memory leak or something. But then I tried to rectify that and the game crashed on me for the first time. So beyond that though, I had very smooth sailing. Now with that said, I know that some people don't have that luxury. A friend of mine actually has some major performance issues. He has problems to run the game at solid 60 and he has a 4090, right? He has a much better rig than I have and he has some serious issues with the game. So that is going on. Or one of my moderators had some serious crashing issues. Like she was playing with us and she was crashing like every 5 minutes. It was pretty jarring and it was pretty annoying. Now, of course, as always, I cannot really predict if you will have issues or not, but there are certainly some that have to be fixed. And I'm hoping that if you would decide to go into the pre-order beta and to buy the game previously, that you will have smooth sailing. But for me, it has been smooth sailing most of the time. Like 95% of the time, it felt really good. It was a much better improvement in comparison to the beta, and I'm pretty happy with the game. And yes, by the way, if you are seeing that here, no, this is not my game crashing. This is when I'm minimizing, and then the game does something weird. It's kind of weird, as I said. I had some weird issues in this mission. But This brings us, of course, to the next question. How is the server performance? How are doing servers? How is the disconnect a lot of people had in the beta? Like, how is that getting along? And the answer is good. Yes, they had an outage like for 4 hours yesterday at prime time. I mean, it was Friday, right? The first Friday of the pre-order beta, and I just assume too many people tried to play the game. They rectified it, and since then it's smooth sailing. So yeah, I didn't had any disconnects at all in between. I didn't had any like error messages or anything like that, rubber banding, like nothing. I had no issues whatsoever when it came to connection to the servers, like zero. And it seems like beyond the performance issues and some of the crashes people had, I haven't really heard about people complaining about server connectivity. So it seems like whatever was the problem in the closed beta, they've rectified it, which is pretty important if you are thinking about playing this. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, what is available to you, because you are not getting the full game right now, right? Like, you're not getting the full game of Darktide. What they are doing in the pre-order beta is they gave us 4 maps, right, with different missions we can do on the maps. Like sometimes you have the same map but different mission on it. It doesn't happen too often, but I've already seen it happening. Then of course there are different events happening, and there are 60 weapons in the game. All the classes are available, and so that's what you were getting in the first week. Then starting on Monday, they will add 4 more maps to the game and more stuff to it. And they will basically increase the amount of content which is available to you till the release, so that then on release, the full game is available to you. Have to admit, now that I've been playing for 3 days, for 3 days, playing the same maps, and you only have 4 available to you, gets a bit stale. But as I said, that will be rectified on Monday, and then with 8 maps, I don't really think that's a big problem at all anymore. And then of course we are getting more and more maps as the pre-order beta is moving forward. What I also find really nice is that they didn't just give us the same closed beta maps again. I was actually fearing that when we started into the pre-order beta that, well, we would just get the same closed beta maps. And yeah, you saw here the performance issues I have, and just in a few seconds, the game will crash on me. So prepare your butts for that. But beyond that, I think it's going really well. It has been going really well. I was expecting more of a shit show, not gonna lie, because I've been there for Vermintide and Vermintide 2 when they came out, and it wasn't always great. But this time, I have to say, for me personally, it has been pretty good. So, would I recommend to buy into the pre-order closed beta? Yes. No. I know that's not the answer you want to hear. But the reality is, if you plan to play this game through Game Pass anyways, then no. Don't pay money for that. If you planned on buying the game, no matter what, on release day, because you really enjoyed the beta and the beta gameplay, then yeah, it's going well. Now, one last addition I have to add here. If you are somebody who is prone to issues on your PC side of things, you might also want to wait a little bit. The good news is that at least for GeForce, I'm pretty sure for AMD as well, but for GeForce there is a game ready driver which is already available. You can already download that, and that will probably also smooth out the experience for you. And like, again, if you have planned to buy the game and play the game on release no matter what, then I would say, yeah, you can get into the closed beta, into the pre-order closed beta, and you will probably not miss out on much. Yeah. If you want to wait for reviews because you didn't have the chance to play the closed beta for whatever reason, and you really want to know how the gameplay feels, then I would say wait. Or, what also helps quite a bit, there are tons of streamers out there on Twitch, on YouTube, like myself, who are doing like a lot of gameplay, and you can just check it out for yourself and then make the decision if you want to buy into that or not, right? There is tons of content out there for you where you can make that decision. But I can say I really, really enjoy the pre-order closed beta. I'm looking forward to the rest of the content, and I do not regret that decision. Now, what I have to add, saying this, I got a free code from Fat Shark so I can actually produce content for the game. But I will be honest here, if they wouldn't have done that, I would have bought into the pre-order closed beta, and I would not look back and think, oh man, I wasted my money on this. So that's a good thing, right? With that said, thank you so much for watching. We're at the end of the video. If you still have any questions regarding the pre-order closed beta, let me know down below in the comments. And if you're on your way out, I would appreciate if you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more Darktide content on here, definitely make sure to subscribe. There's already some content on the channel, more to come. And also we are streaming the game from Monday to Friday, starting at 8 AM ET, that is 1 PM UK time, and 2 PM Central European time here on YouTube. I'm not a Twitch streamer. I might be a Twitch partner, but I'm not streaming on Twitch anymore because, right? So you can find me here from Monday to Friday on my YouTube channel streaming. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and remember, the Emperor protects. Till then.